Without mistakes, and we could fly. Take a leap of faith. It's time to decide. Try.
Alrighty, so welcome, Miss Lisa, and thank you for taking this interview with me. It's okay. You could definitely be relaxed. So you're my first guest for a family series, and I want to do this interview because I think you're a phenomenal woman, and I think that you have a story that needs to be told. Okay. So my first question would be, how would you define Miss Lisa in one word or more than one word?
Define myself?
Mm-hmm.
No nonsense. And lovable. No nonsense. And not complicated.
Not complicated.
Yeah, just say that. Just low key.
Low key. Keep it low key. Okay. And my next question, how would you describe your circle of friends? As you said, you keep it low key. How do you describe your circle of friends?
My circle of friends, they all know no nonsense. And most of my friends are friends I can grab.
Mm-hmm.
No nonsense. I think that's the best word means. No nonsense.
Okay. Okay.
No over the top.
No over the top. Got you. How would you define your family dynamic? Since you were no nonsense, very low key, your family dynamic as you were growing up, how did that prepare you to be low key?
Growing up?
Mm-hmm.
Low key. But I was a big reader.
Big reader.
Big reader. I worked in the country, so it wasn't much to do. So then my family dynamic was my mother, father, siblings, and all the other relatives.
Mm-hmm.
And we kept it low key.
Mm-hmm.
And we made our own fun.
What's a song that puts you in a good mood?
It's been a good mood.
Mm-hmm.
As far as what?
As far as in just life in general, what's a song that just keeps you just up and up?
I like, this is my Exodus, but she also sings me Andrea Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
Better Days. That's a song I believe. And I can't sing.
Yet.
Better Days.
Okay. Who has impacted you the most in your life, you would say?
My mother.
Mm.
My mother was no nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
Do it and do it right the first time.
Mm. You think you got some of your traits from your mother the most?
Yes.
And your sister, your father? Or your sister, your
My
mother?
father. Real low key. I'm just like him, low key.
Mm-hmm.
We enjoy fun, enjoy talking, but no over the top hype stuff.
No.
None of that.
Okay.
Way out of character.
Mm-hmm. Now you have MS, multiple sclerosis. So in having that, who has been your support system in dealing with multiple sclerosis, you would say?
My husband.
Your husband. Anyone else particular?
My children.
Your children. And you have 2 children. All men, so you're the only girl.
Exactly. But I had never been like this for so long. I was diagnosed in 1996, and maybe the past 10 years, I really needed a lot of support.
And when you say this, you mean as in the position you are, what do you mean as this?
Needing help getting around. I wasn't in the chair.
Mm-hmm.
I used to school, I left the chair in the house. I was driving, going wherever I wanted to go, doing everything. So now I'm to a point where I might need more assistance,
More assistance.
depending on what I'm doing.
And how does that make you feel?
I don't like it at all. Don't like it because I feel like people exclude you
Mm-hmm.
based on your condition now.
So, you're saying condition, what is the stereotype of MS, multiple sclerosis, exactly?
Stereotype.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna be in a chair and you can't do anything, which is so untrue because it's unpredictable from person to person to person. I had a friend who walked a mile every day, but her cognitive, she couldn't work
Mm-hmm.
because she couldn't think. Totally different.
So you said you got diagnosed with MS in 1996,
Yes.
correct? How did that change after you found out the news in 1996, your routine or your life, mentally, physically, in knowing that you have MS and this is the possible outcome of having MS?
Well, at first I thought I had to give everything up.
Mm-hmm.
But I had another child, 97, and everything was just still the same. Then when I guess after my youngest one was about 10 or 11, that's when I started to feel, certain things was too hard. I was fatigued a lot. And I continued to work at everything till 2008.
And how did that affect you mentally?
Mentally, most people will tell you, made me feel like I didn't have a purpose. Why was I still here?
Yeah.
If I'm going to be a burden on everybody. That's the way I felt. But I joined a support group, and I found a whole lot of people felt that way. I am a support group saved my life.
Do you still feel that now is quote unquote burden
Yes. At times.
to your husband and your children?
Yes. It's like my girlfriend's having a birthday party this weekend. I pretty much said I wasn't going. And she asked my husband to bring me. It's not too much of a burden. Whether I should feel that way or not.
So you make the decision before asking to see your possibility of your husband might wanting to go or might wanting to take you. You make that decision because you don't want to be a burden. So in that affecting you mentally, how has been, besides the support group, how has anything else helped you?
As far as outside sources?
Outside sources, it can be inside yourself, within, friends, family, to encourage you for, sometimes when you feel like a burden, you can get down on yourself.
So I feel all the time.
So how, are you the one who's picking yourself up in a sense, or is
I
there?
have to. If I don't, I'm going to be down. A lot of my friends already know. They'll call and talk to me just like I'm normal. That's what I like. And they'll call me and ask, remember this, or can you tell me how to do this, or whatever. And never look at me as she's got MS. She doesn't have the answer.
And when you say down, are we also saying depressed?
Depressed.
And how does that look?
Very depressed.
How does that look and if I'm coming into your world, how does that look as Lisa being depressed? What does that look?
I won't say anything much. Don't much. And I leave my condition out of everything.
Why do you think you do so? Because of burden?
Right. And the burden you out of.
And have you addressed this with your children by saying?
No.
Why do you not do that? Why do you think don't do that?
Well, their data reacts enough. I hate to say it, but it does.
So in having that mental capacity at times, what is the biggest challenge for yourself when it comes to MS for yourself? Other than mobility, of course. But what else do you say is an obstacle or challenge in dealing with MS? And that can come with
Mobility, mobility, definitely. I'm one of the people who have mobility issues. Everyone with MS does not have mobility issues. They hit me the hardest because I like to be out and about. I'm not going anywhere excited, but being loose is the question.
the challenges.
Challenges. A lot of times, like I tell my sister, I don't make plans, which I would normally make plans.
Like you want to. You want to be out. You don't want to be in here
Right.
most of the time. Okay.
Normally, I would have plans. What I'm going to do on this date, this now, don't.
What do you wish around your community or around where you live could be better for MS people?
Transportation.
They lack transportation for MS?
They told me that I had to meet them at the end of the driveway. I had to meet you at the end of the driveway. The driveway said my driveway's not that strong. But I got over that. But now I guess I could do Uber. But Uber still has a lot of hoops to jump to get handicap pickup. I just wish the community had more, I guess I should say, could I say like resources? Where I could call and had groups that did certain things. And not like a senior group, no. People like me, I'm not a senior citizen yet. So I still want to do stuff for places. Enjoy life.
What are the resources that people who are just finding out that they have MS that you could say that are beneficial to know about?
Support groups. They have their MS Society sponsors support groups in different locations. And support groups best.
And I'm referring back to circle of friends. Do you also think that another good advantage, or not advantage I should say, but helpful way to cope with having MS was your circle of friends who brought no nonsense?
Well, my friends don't live around here. So if I had friends that lived around, the thing that hurt me the most was people that I had here and my friends, once they found out I was sick, they weren't my friends. They just disappeared. So it concerned me, but now, okay.
Why do you think in your assumption, in your way of them leaving, why do you think that?
Because they thought it was going to be too hard to deal with me. But I babysat for them all the time. And then they decided that they slowly disappeared.
So in your area right now, you don't have friends?
And one girl contacted my brother-in-law, told my brother-in-law to tell me to contact her. And I didn't call her. Because she lived right around me. Yeah, but she and her husband got divorced. Tell Lisa to call me. After used you a long time ago.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's right or wrong, but.
And teach his own. What is something you would want people to remember about Miss Lisa?
That I love hard. I do. Very rarely will I bite you off. I'll try to find something good in you. All I can is to find good in people.
Is that part of your mom that you get that from?
Probably. Because she would say, well, you know, this person's that way because of this. And I'm like, yeah, you don't know why people are like they are. I don't know if that's good or bad.
Yeah. How does your faith play a part in your life?
My faith, no one ever tries to touch it. Because they know that's me.
Mm-hmm.
My faith is it.
Mm.
I don't have faith, I have nothing.
Mm.
And I'm not moving forward without anything. Okay? So I believe that's the only reason I'm here.
So in your being, if people want to remember you, they'll realize that Miss Lisa is, would you say, selfless?
Selfless and a fighter.
A fighter.
Yeah, my uncle says it all the time. He didn't know if he would make it if he look at me fighting. Everybody, I mean, a lot of people don't, I don't know, maybe they don't really know. Because I always look like I'm happy-go-lucky. But I'm just thankful that God was really good with.
So as we wrap up, who do you want to dedicate your family episode to?
My husband and my boys, my immediate family.
Okay. Well, we want to thank you, Miss Lisa, for doing this video, and we really do appreciate you telling your story.